All right, everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of Real Laughs on 104.1. I am your host, James Yon. Happy to be here tonight with my really good friends who are some funny guys. We're about to make you guys laugh for a whole damn hour. I'm joined by Mike Hurley from the Obligatory Podcast.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
Good to see you, bruh. I'm also joined by the godfather of Orlando comedy. Still hasn't had a shave yet. Ken Miller is here.
What up, traitor? Dude went and got a haircut. What a traitor, bro. I thought you was going James Harden and with me and grow the beard out, bro.
Bro, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I still haven't got it. I started wearing hats. I haven't worn hats.
It's killing me, bro. Yo.
This is my Frovid-19. And you,
bro.
And you guys know me. Like, I love my hair. It's always perfect. Yeah. It's always got the perfect product. I've worked with basically things the consistency of cement to give me the styles I've wanted. And there's nothing that will hold this. I've just given up. I wear the hat now. That's what I do. I just wear the hat, man.
Okay, why? So there's nothing that you can buy that's going to make that length of hair stay like you want it to? You can't tame it?
Nothing that's going to wash out, man. This is it now.
You got bad hair.
Said nothing that'll wash out.
and you know, this is partially Ken's fault because early on, Ken was like, yeah, man, I'm going to keep it loyal. I'm going to go to my barber. I've had the same girl cutting my hair since before the kids were born. And I'm like, you know what? You're right, man. You're right. I'm not going to trust anyone else. I got a very specific way. No, they're still not open yet. I think they're opening next week. Okay, but even if they open, I'm not going anywhere till June, man. I'm not. That's just how I am.
Yeah, I'm the same way. June, I already told my wife June. I'm going to the barbershop. My barber got crazy rules now. That you gotta, as soon as you come in, you gotta get your temperature taken. You have to wear a mask, and then once you get starting your beard cut, you can take your mask off. But they check your temperature.
And you got to pay cash for all the bootleg movies. You can't no checks accepted,
man,
right?
That goes against every barbershop movie I've ever seen. People just sitting around, chit-chatting. Yeah. You know, what's that like now? What's that like in the barbershop if you just got to sit there and wear a mask and wait?
You can't talk about nothing. That's what the barbershop for. You go talk about sports, women. You talk junk, and no barber knows what they're talking about, by the way. Every barber. LeBron James, the worst basketball player ever. Wait, what? Yeah. My barber hates LeBron James, bro. I'm like, dude, the dude got 3 championships, 5 MVPs. Where he go wrong?
His hairline. He a barber. You know, like it.
And you just see people in the waiting room like, well, I was going to go work today, but now we're in this discussion, so I got to call in.
Can't leave. Can't leave. I'm invested.
Barbershops should just have a podcast of their own. They should just put some boom mics in there.
Barbershop was the original Facebook argument.
Yes, absolutely, man. Now you guys just sit around
on Facebook. That started in the barbershop. The barbershop started. Now you can just sit and type at each other all damn day. But I'm waiting. June, I'm with you, Mike. June, I'm gonna get shaped up. Right now, I'm gonna continue to look like Morgan Freeman.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Shave that, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to like Morgan Freeman, bro. Somebody told me they listened to the show last week and they said I can be Joe Clark, so I'm gonna stay Joe Clark.
Move along expeditiously.
Just walk around with a bullhorn, making people sing "Lean on Me" in the bathroom.
Fair East Side.
Fair East Side.
Yes. There you go.
But James, a traitor, bro.
I'm not a traitor. I needed to get myself cut up. I look ridiculous with all this hair, man. But I want to wish you guys a happy National Be a Millionaire Day. That's right, man. Oh, money, money, money. That's right, man. We love it.
Y'all know I'm rich, baby.
We all know that. That's why we're doing this for you, Ken. Now, May 20th, each year celebrates the idea of being a millionaire. You know, very few of us have not imagined. Forbes magazine, baby. Now, guys, I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. We've all imagined being rich. Like every comics always fantasize about making it big, getting movies, getting TV, and making a lot of money being rich. I'm gonna tell you right now, James at 44 would be the worst rich person in the world.
Because you've been broke 44 years. You like, man.
I'm to the age now where I don't want to go nowhere. Man. I don't want to see nobody. I I don't want to go out. I don't want to buy no car because I don't want to drive nowhere. I'd be the worst rich person in the world.
See, I'm opposite. I'd be like, bro, I would buy the color orange. Look. Look, man, I'd be like, anybody I see with orange on, I'd be like, you owe me. Like, you owe me. That's my color, son.
Because Oprah owns the purple color. You can't buy that.
Yo, I would buy the color orange. Orange. I buy stupid stuff.
Well, you know what I want though? Okay, here's one thing I would splurge on because you know me, I'm the dad that cooks all the meals and does the shopping, all keeps the house. I would definitely get me a butler, a black English butler. I want a Jeffrey from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's what I want, man. Hell
yeah! Somebody call you Master James?
No, I want him to call me Master William.
That ain't even your damn name.
I know, man. That's what I want, though, man. I want to yell out, "Why don't he want me?" I want to do all kinds of stuff. I want to be the Fresh Prince of Osceola County. That's what
Osceola, bro.
No, man. I think I got two sides on this because number one, I've always been one of those people that I feel like even if I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anyone. I'd keep it and I just live off it. Just a normal. I just want a decent house for the kids. Decent cars. I've grown up without a lot of money. I've never been materialistic. Like you guys know what I drive now. I got 2 piece of crap cars and they're both paid off. I can afford a new car. I don't want a new car. I don't want to do car payment stuff like that, So I like to think that maybe I just pocket it all, invest in a couple of things, and just know that if nothing else works out for the rest of my life, I can live off that for the rest of it. Bro. But then the other side of me wants to find like all my ex-girlfriends where they're living. Like, if they're renting a house, I want to go buy the house from the landlord and just go in one day with a big cigar and a tuxedo and be like, your rent has gone up double. And just like,
are you gonna have a monocle on?
Yeah. My favorite movie in the world is Count of Monte Cristo, where basically this guy, and I've read the book. The movie's better. I'll tell you right now. I don't know why they keep ruining good movies by making them into bad books, but the movie was great. All right. And that's my type of level of pettiness. This guy goes to jail, gets 7 years of his life or 14, whatever it is, taken away, but he gets a treasure for it when he gets out. And instead of just going, oh, I'm rich now, he's like, I will use this treasure to ruin all. And that's kind of where I'm at too.
Nice. I like that, Mike.
It's so funny you say that because Count of Monte Cristo is my movie.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So the other night I couldn't sleep. It was, I was off Friday, so I couldn't sleep. I said, you know what? It popped in my head. I want to watch Count of Monte Cristo. So I'm searching for it on the Fire Stick, and I got to pay for it. Now I got the DVD. I just didn't want to go get it.
Get up and get it, right?
Wow. I ended up watching the 1973 original Count of Monte Cristo.
The old one. Yeah.
It's terrible.
Well, they dropped the N-word.
It's so dumb.
It doesn't at least I believe the original movie is more like the book where it doesn't end with a duel, or did it end with a duel?
I didn't even get through it.
Okay.
I guess because the newer one is so good to me.
Right.
Yeah, that 70 movie, I'm like, this is dumb. Dude, this is stupid.
Dude, I've read the book after I watched the movie, and it was Alexander Dumas, all right? Great writer, also did The Three Musketeers. Yeah. But the book itself was so disappointing because the movie ends with like that. He comes back, there's a duel, everything else. In the book, he basically just uses the money to behind the scenes take everybody down, and then basically does a like reveal of like, haha, I'm the one who did it to you. The end. I don't even think he gets the girl in the end. So the movie is so much better because it's like he comes out on top and he gets to kill his buddy after trying to show mercy. You know,
after he made that dude raise his kid for 16 years.
And who did the kid turn out to be? Do you remember who the kid turned out to be? The actor that played the kid in the movie?
No.
That's Superman.
That's Superman. Yeah, that's right. That's Superman. Yeah. That's right. That is Superman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that movie was awful for best friends. I was like, bro, I don't want no buddies. I don't want no new friends.
That guy was shady from the get-go. Like,
damn,
we landed over here with Napoleon. I'm going to go back and tell everybody you're a traitor to your country and take your girl. For a girl he didn't even care about.
Yeah, in the 70s movie, the crazy thing, in the 70s movie, the girl is his cousin.
Well, in the 70s, that was normal.
Yeah. Is that the way in the book
1870s. I don't know, but you got to remember, back in those days, a lot of Well, with royalty, at least family married into family. So I could see like upper crust marrying upper crust or stuff like that.
Yeah, man. That was crazy. But back to the topic, I will say this: if I won $1 million or got $1 million, my legit true thing, I would totally pay off all my debts, every debt. I would quit my job and I could do comedy full time.
Yeah. Amen.
Because I would have money left over to where if I had a bad year, I ain't got no bills, but except for like light bill and water, you know what I'm saying? And I could make up with that, you know. If I had $1 million, I would pay everything off and I would do comedy full time.
Well, I think even without $1 million, you're on your way there pretty soon, anyways. Once this is all said and done, I mean, you were moving up. I think you're pretty much going to be comedy only pretty soon, man. But James,
I hope so.
James, what about you, man? In all seriousness, $1 million, what are you doing with it?
I'm so simple though. I'm so basic. I want a big house that I don't have to cook and clean anymore. Somebody else will be doing that for me. I'll make a menu every night that he's going to cook a 7-course meal for me. Somebody's going to rub my diabetes feet for me. That's right. So I want a nice house. I want a chef. I want a maid. And dude, I'm serious. That's pretty much it for me. Because if I buy, like, say, an expensive car, brother, what am I going to do in an expensive car? We are rarely in our cars. Honestly, we go to work, sit there for 8 hours, then we drive home. So I don't see spending money on a car like that. I'm going to pay somebody to give me piggyback rides everywhere.
Now,
anybody picking your big ass James? Who, D. Russo?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I will say this, though. Like, I think we've all had not just the millionaire dreams, but when you see Powerball get up to like 365 million, there's people in my life that are close to me, and they're not family, that I've straight up said, dude, I'm playing tonight. I'll tell you right now, if I get 365 million, I'm going to show up at your door tomorrow, hand you $1 million, no questions asked. And part of it is people are like, man, but wait till that happens. You won't do that. But with me and my personality, I'm like, no, because the look on their face when I actually show up, and the people I offered it to, the few I have, are people who I know $1 million would change their whole
life.
Yeah, and I would, man. Dude, even if I'm going to spend through my wealth or whatever, I love hearing those lottery winners who are broke a year later because they didn't know how to manage money, you know, but I would love to, if I have no other memory, seeing the look on someone's face that I gave $1 million to. Plus, when I'm broke 2 weeks from then, I can hit them up for a couple of bucks, you know?
Honestly, I'm different, Mike. I'm giving them $1 million so they don't call me.
Yeah.
All my brothers and sisters that have hit me up for, hey man, can I get $20? Like, it cost me $20 to send you $20, bro. Yeah. I'm giving you $1 million and this your million. Because if you want 365 million, you getting 50% of that. So you still getting 100, you're getting 100 million, 150 million. I can break off $50 million to 50 family and members and have $100 million, and I'm gonna be fine.
But I'm gonna move, and I'm not telling anybody where I went, including my kids. They all get $1 million.
You guys remember that JJ Wentworth guy who's it's your money you want now? He's like, did you win 300 million? I'll give you 120 today. No reason waiting for all those payouts. That guy was just like the worst white loan shark I've ever seen, man.
Yeah,
that guy was crazy.
That's why you take the lump sum, bro.
Yeah,
take the lump sum. Don't take the payments
because you don't know if you'll be around to grill.
Yeah, you won't be around.
Or if they're gonna be around to pay you.
Oh, sorry, man. See, COVID-19 really hit the Florida Lotto. We just don't have the money this week.
Guys, when we get back on Real Laughs, we're going to talk about music and movies that truly motivate us. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Real Laughs. Welcome back, everybody. You're still listening to Real Laughs on 104.1. I'm your host, James John, joined with Mike Herlihy and Ken Miller in the house today. Hope you guys are having a good evening. We are your nightcap of comedy. Just want to remind everybody that please, you can listen to us always on the iHeart app, Spotify, and iTunes. Please go follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We need likes, so subscribe, comment, and like. We need that, people. Now, Mike and Ken, I wanted to talk to you guys about something. I was thinking about this the other day, actually talking with my wife about it, and I was talking about what person in my life had the biggest impact on who I am today? What person in my life guided me, showed me things I needed to do, and kind of kept me out of trouble as far as, being a young adult and, being a responsible person and kind of made me who I am today. And I wanted to get your feedback on that to see if you guys have anybody like that in your lives that you can look back on and say, you know what, this person was my day one. They really helped me out to shape who I am. Ken, do you have anybody like that in your life?
Yeah, I'll go down my list. I'll start off.
Okay.
It'll be quick because most of mine are military folks.
Oh, okay.
Really? Most of my military. Yeah. I'm gonna start off with my aunt, my mama. She adopted me when I was a young man. When my mom passed away.
Okay.
And I think she shaped me more on the lines of the get your act right, do right, get up out of this city and don't come back. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the people live where I live, they're still doing the same thing they did when we were teenagers. Still same selling drugs, still working in the back to back. You know, they're just not doing well. Everybody that's left my city, they're doing phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the crap on the city. I just feel like I did better getting away.
Well, it's a small town and there's not a lot of opportunity there, right?
Yeah. But it can be. You just got to get away from the BS. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were selling drugs at 16, you can't still be selling drugs at 46. You know what I mean? Like you got to get away from. It's time to grow up.
But man, I used to be a runner. Now I'm the CEO of this specific franchise.
But when I go from there, I would then say my high school ROTC teacher, Colonel Free, who got me to go to the military, and then two sergeants, Sergeant McGart, rest his soul, taught me all about computers. And then when I got to DC, a sergeant named Son Vanden Bosch taught me the discipline and how to be a hard worker and how to go get it. Don't wait for somebody. Go get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go get it. And I learned how to write a check in the military. I didn't know how to balance a checkbook. I didn't know the military in a whole shaped me to become the man I was. That I needed that 9 years. If I went to college, I couldn't say that my life would be the same as it is now compared to the 9 years that the military did for me. So that would be it. My military, any sergeant through my military, and Big Ruthie, bro.
Big Ruthie, that's your mom's name?
That's my mama's name, Big Ruthie May, baby. You know she country.
Met her at the wedding, right?
At the wedding, yo. And she ain't cuss you out because she didn't have her teeth in, so she couldn't really. She threw her teeth in the trash, and so she wasn't gonna come to the wedding because she said she ain't gonna be able to smile. But then my sister got like, you better come to Ken's wedding because you ain't come to the first one. And so
the first one,
because she knew that wasn't the one for you.
Yeah, she knew. Yeah. So my mom and my sergeants, 100%.
Nice. Gotcha. Nice. What about for you, Mike? Who's the person that shaped Mike Hurley into who he is today? The guy we all know and love.
Well, first off, let me just say, my mom ran her household. You know, like my mom, she was the one getting us up, had 3 boys, got us all off to school every day. She was the one we came home, made sure we got the homework. So when we're talking about people who just made sure I didn't die when I was growing up, it's definitely my mom. That being said, I think my dad had a huge impact on me, and it wasn't all, what's that show, Mayfield, where they take them out fishing and everything like that.
Mayberry.
Yeah,
Mayberry. It wasn't. You and Opie.
It wasn't that. I don't think my dad. I don't think my
dad Paul.
Yeah, right. I don't think my dad realized that the stuff that he was teaching me was stuff I learned from just observing. There was never like a, hey son, come here, let me sit you down, give you the lessons of life. But my dad, he's worked for years. He started out as a guitarist. He played in, bars and stuff like that before I was born. He was a performer. He was a musician. And then when I was born, he now had 2 kids. So he took a real job at a place called Pratt & Whitney that built airplane engines and rocket engines and everything like that for the military. So he had a great job. At some point, he built up and became really high in his company. He's a buyer, so he goes places to make sure deliveries are coming in on time. He deals with manufacturer contracts and gets everything done. And he's also like a bull. He's the one that they send when a supplier's behind and giving excuses. He'll hop on a plane, fly out, walk right into the warehouse, and look them in the face to get the excuses, and he won't leave till he gets what he needs. So that's he's like a fixer.
Yeah.
He's 6'4".
You know what? You know what, Mike? That's absolutely you because we have traveled.
100% you.
We traveled together and done comedy shows, and you'll walk into the showroom of a new place and rearrange where everybody sits, pull tables closer because you're a fixer.
You know
That's what you do.
I didn't even think of that till you guys just pointed out. That wasn't where I was going at all with that. But yeah, I can kind of see that. I want to fix things. But what I did pick up on is he was finally had a job where he was making, 6 figures a year and everything. And now he had 3 kids. But I just remember my mom didn't work and we were still in debt from before he had a good job. So my dad at Christmas time, he would go work at Christmas tree lots or you pick up shifts at stores. He was a bagger for Publix. Here's a guy making 6 figures, but because he wants to make sure his sons go to better schools and he's still got debt from this and he still got this, he would pick up shifts at Publix bagging groceries. So the bagger on the weekend is here's my, 40-plus-year-old dad bagging groceries when he probably makes more than most of the people that were coming in and buying their groceries just because. So what I learned from that, and at the same time, I was in karate, I was in hockey. He was always the one coming home from work, taking me to practice and stuff like that. And I look now with my kids, and some days I don't even have the energy to go hop in the pool with them. And I think back to, man, my dad would put in 8 hours, go do another job. And on Saturday, he would waste his day off taking me to whatever game I needed to be to. And I look back at sometimes how I was so unappreciative because, the game didn't go my way. And I was pouting in the car on the way home. And it was all that stuff that I look back now with my boys and I go, man, what I really learned from him is once you have a family, you do whatever you have to do for that family. It stops being your life and your dreams and your goals. The only reason I'm still doing comedy and still doing stuff like this is because this is the best way for me right now to be making money. If something better came along that would give them a better life, I hate to say it, but I'd still write you guys and call, but I probably wouldn't go on the road. I probably wouldn't be sitting here because I'd have a better job that could give them a better life. I think we're all in that life where we're blessed that we actually get to do what we want to do. Yeah. But he was also the one. He was also the one that, like, when I had my first kid, I freaked out because I had just started getting a little bit ahead in comedy. And now I'm like, man, I got to give it all up and get a real job. And he was like, Mike, how old were you when you realized I wasn't a god? I was like, I don't know, 9, 10. He's like, so you got 10 years before this kid realized you don't know what you're doing with your life. He's like, I regret every day that I didn't pursue music and I took a straight job. He's like, man, go out there, do what you need to do. And he's like, if things get too rough, you take a straight job. But if you can pay your bills doing what you love, he's like, man, that's a great life. Do that.
Yeah. That's amazing, bro. You had a good role model.
Yeah, he's a bear of a man, and I love him. On the other side, he's the one guy that taught me, like, I never want to hear you started a fight, but you better finish it. You don't walk away from a fight. You don't. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. He filled me with all this fight stuff that I was that kid in high school, always getting in fights because I was short and small and I get bullied. So I get in fights, I get suspended. And here I am teaching my kids years later. For all those fights, they don't matter years later. They really don't. So with my kids, I'm doing this little more hands off.
No, they don't matter. You don't go to a job interview. They're like, Mike, what's your fight record?
No, because that looks worse than my computer skills.
Since you want to know,
I've lost every fight, and my only computer skill is Oregon Trail. That's all I have. But yeah, so with my kids, I'm trying to do that thing. I'm letting their mom be more active. Like, hey, my dad, he's like, why do you tell the teacher? He's like, you lose the element of surprise when you go to the teacher. You take care of it with a book to the back of the head. I got suspended for fighting once. He took me to the Disney the day I was suspended. He told the principal, he's like, you can suspend my son. Well, I didn't throw the first punch. Some kid hit me. I hit him back. We both got suspended because that's the rule. And my dad went in to tell the principal, you can't suspend my son for defending himself. They're like, well, it's policy. We have to suspend him. He's like, okay, well, you can suspend him. I'm taking the day off work. I'm taking him to Disney because in my house, you get rewarded for protecting yourself. Yeah.
Oh my!
So that was my dad.
Damn.
How about you,
James?
I'm a lot like you though, because my dad totally shaped who I am right now. In a different way though. See, my dad was never around. Like my dad left a void in my life. He left
divorced or just not in the house.
Just not even around. I told you, my mom actually shot my dad 3 times in the chest. Yeah,
and your mom was a cop, right?
Your mom was a cop. She became a cop after that. That's how that worked.
Yeah, because they're like, she's in a mask, baby. She knows she's in a mask.
Because they were like,
you shoot a black man, they will offer you a badge. Like
that's the thing. That's exactly it. If you're going to go around shooting black people, we need to make it legal.
No, man. Well, here's what happened. My dad always been a guy that loves to drink. In the military, just a hothead, man. Like my uncles talk about it to this day. My dad was a pure demon back in the day. So he would always drink and he'd become violent every time he did. He used to hit my mom. But one time he was drinking, he got drunk, and he went to hit my little sister. My mom had had enough. She grabbed a gun. She just kept squeezing, got off 3 shots. And he'd be dead if it wasn't for the fact that the gun actually jammed. And that's why she couldn't squeeze off any more shots.
So did all 3
in
shots
his
hit him?
chest. Yep. Oh, now, yeah.
Was he a bigger man? Like, was he a larger dude?
My dad and all my uncles are all over 6 foot. They're like 6'2", 6'4", 6'6", like big dudes, right?
3 shots in the chest, man, to survive that. He's like, yeah, he's like 50 Cent over there. He's a third of 50 Cent. He's like 18 Cent.
Nah, he ain't worth 2 cents.
With a 22?
I don't know what she hit him with. I know it was a revolver.
It had to be. That had to be look, Clint Eastwood
it had
gun.
to be a 22. Yeah. Squirt gun.
She shot him with the Billy the Kid gun. She was like this, B.
You gotta be handy with the steel. Earn your keep. You can't be no geek off the street.
Shooter, bro.
Yeah, man. Here's the funny part about that story. My mom and my dad, best of friends now.
How long did it take for you to have him back in your life?
That's the weird thing, man. I left when I was around 3 years old, and I really didn't see my dad a lot. I would see him, it'd be cordial, like, "Hey, Dad, how are you?" Spend the night at his house in Panama City, like maybe once or twice every summer. That's about it. But now he calls me out of the blue, like we're best friends. Like nothing ever transpired. Like, "Hey, James, what's up, man? What you up to?" I'm like, the same thing I've been up to the last 40 years. You wasn't here. Nothing.
So it's almost like that Boy Named Sue song where you became a tougher man by him not being around.
Yeah, my dad left a huge void in me. Like I'm hot, like a huge void in my gut. And I've been trying to fill it with food ever since. Like that's
and it's working, B.
It's working.
I will say, when it comes to whenever we have talks about you, like behind your back, other comedians, the first thing that comes up is, James ain't gonna leave his kids. Like whenever there's like a gig to do for less money, he ain't leaving his kids. Michelle ain't gonna let him out of the house. So do you feel like your dad not being there is the reason that you are so invested in your kids' lives? Mike, I mean, you're over the top. You're more than standard dad when it comes to what they do.
Mike, 100%. My dad not being there, I told myself at a very early age, I will never do that to my children. I will never not be there. I will go to every game, every ROTC demonstration. I will go to every band concert. I will make sure that I'm an active person in my family's life. That's why I never did cruise ships. I was offered it at a younger age. That's why I never went on the road, because I wanted to be an active dad. I can mess up being a comic, but I will not mess up being a dad. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more hilarity right here on Real Laughs 104.1. Hey everybody, welcome back. You're still listening to Real Laughs on 104.1. I am your host, James John, joined in studio with Mike Herlihy and Ken Miller. Now, guys, we were just talking about the person in our lives that motivates us to be who we are today. But, they always ain't around, you know what I mean? They're not always there, in your life every single day. So I was wondering, what gets you guys motivated? I mean, is there maybe music, certain song, artist, or a movie, or anything in your life that you guys hear and it's like, man, I got to get to work. I got to get busy. Because I know for me, if I watch the movie Top Gun, and I hear Danger Zone, I don't care what car I'm in, I'm going 150 miles per hour. I could be in a Pinto or a Gremlin, and I'm like, yo, we're about to burn this engine up. Because really? I don't know why.
I don't look at you and think, there goes a Kenny Loggins fan. I just don't see it.
No. I don't look at you and think you can fit in a Pinto or a Gremlin.
You son of a bitch. Bro, I dare anybody to listen to Danger Zone and not get hyped. It's impossible. Come on, man. I can't do it.
I'm not gonna lie. I used to drive around my neighborhood on my little Schwinn bike with a paper mache Air Force helmet I made out of a balloon and paper mache. And I used to have Danger Zone in my headset. And we had nicknames on our little block of kids who played Pinecone Wars, and they called me Cougar, which I never understood. Cougar's the one that actually dies in the movie. But he does. Now it makes sense. Why couldn't I be No, Goose dies in the movie.
Goose dies.
Yeah, Cougar dies in the beginning too, I think, right? He's the other guy's wingman, and he goes down early on.
I think he was ahead of Maverick, and he dies. And then
Ken's going to clear this up. What's going on, Ken?
Go ahead, Ken.
I've never seen Top Gun.
Holy!
Dude, Maverick's coming out.
I've seen
like
bits
year.
and pieces of it. A lot of these movies, I tell you, I've never seen it in entirety. I've probably seen bits and pieces. I've never seen Top Gun from beginning to end.
Yeah, well, what was you doing in the 80s?
I was poor. We didn't go to movies. We really didn't. We didn't go to movies. The first movie I ever went to see was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one, and I saw that in the Dollar Theater.
That's like 89, right?
Yeah, and that's why I'm such a movie-going person now, because I didn't get to go to movies as a kid.
How much did you pay for that movie?
$1. It was a Dollar Theater.
Yeah, you still wasted your money. That movie was horrible.
You crazy? That movie good. You stupid. So I need to put Top Gun on my list.
Yes, man.
I think we got a new one for Ken's retroactive movie review next week.
I need to put Top Gun. We're gonna write that down.
That'll be cool because Maverick is coming out with Tom Cruise, like the new Top Gun movie.
See, like I know, the characters, you know what I'm saying, but I can't. I have not seen that movie from beginning to end.
How about you though, Ken?
Sorry, this is my pen.
Oh, wow.
I like it.
I'm in my kid's room, bro.
I like it, man. What kind of music gets you like pumping? Like, do you have when you're in the gym or exercising or something, or when you're driving?
This body don't need gym, bro. You see that?
Yeah. That's all the fat from all that stuff you've been barbecuing, man.
Which is crazy because I've actually lost weight barbecuing.
Hey, Ken.
I don't even know how that's happening.
Can we see the arm again, dude? Can we see it again, bro? I need to tell you where the veterinarian is because those pythons are sick.
Thank you, baby. Yeah. Thank you, James. You can't even see my face. They so big. You can't even see my face. The muscles. The muscles so big.
Did you see the Indian behind the rock? Excuse me, ladies. Have you seen my beach ball? I think I left it over there.
Hey, Mike, and this is my favorite saying at work. And this without baby oil. I ain't even put no oil on this mug. Where's my baby oil? Let me say, for me, I like when I come to the stage to get hype. My songs were Click Clack, Ice Cube, Nipsey Hussle, and what else? And I would come out to Jay-Z. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho, because that was the name of the second DVD I recorded. But when it comes to movies,
that's PSA.
I'm such a movie person now that I can't see a movie because when I leave the movie theater, that's my mindset. So if I see John Wick, I'm walking out like, I need to go shoot a bunch of people. Like, I need to be an assassin. Bruh, I saw Gone in 60 Seconds. This is no lie. With my first wife, we went to the gas station and I backed up into the she's like, okay, we got a Corolla. Like, why are you driving this way? This is not even like, so I can't go see a movie, bruh. Because if I go see a boxing movie, I'm walking out like who won a box today?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? I'm that guy. I'm 100% that guy.
I feel you. There's certain music I cannot listen to when I have my corporate job because it's not the right mindset to going to a meeting. I cannot listen.
You can't bump the Kenny Loggins on the way to work,
bro. You cannot listen to Kanye West and go to a corporate setting.
You will get fired. To Kanye anyway.
You will get. Bro, I went to corporate meetings just listening to Power. I'm like, we rolling. I'm gonna be like, no one man should have all that power.
They like James, listen to that Kanye again.
Yeah, dude. Bro, you can't listen to Kanye and go any kind of civilized setting because you will be so pro-black and so angry you will slap out of somebody. Can't do it, man.
First of all, I'll tell you, when it comes to me, man, I haven't added anything to my iTunes since like 1999.
Wow.
You know,
really?
My gym workout music is the same from like day one. I got kind of like Ken. I always go on stage to Blink 182. Damn it, the intro to that, just like a little power punk riff. But then I also have like Bush, Machine Head in there. I got Linkin Park in there. But the newest song I have in my phone, you guys remember Luke Cage when Luke Cage came out on Netflix?
Yes.
That song was it Jidenna?
Jadania. Yeah.
Jadania, the Hail
to the Chief. Yeah,
oh my
man.
God, dude.
Damn, look at Mike. Look at Mike.
That's my dude. If I could, that would be my come on stage music. But I don't want the audience to have the wrong expectations of the comic that's coming up. You know, like I don't want them to be like, oh,
mother,
and then I walk out, they're like, oh, this must be that guy's accountant coming up first. You know? But when it comes to all time like movies that motivate. There's a scene, and I'm sure you guys get too. You get comics hitting you up being like, man, I didn't do good on stage last night. I don't know if this is for me anymore. I hit them up with the speech from the Balboa movie, the Rocky speech he gives his son. He's like, no matter how hard you get hit, it's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how hard can you get hit and keep moving forward, you know?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That always brings me back. Yeah.
You know, Rocky got a lot of people's ass whooped.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
You got beat up because of a Rocky movie?
Man, we used to box. We would watch Rocky. My mama bought us boxing gloves. Me and my brothers out there knocking each other out.
Yeah. But Mike, I wanted to talk to you about something because you told me about a crazy story about a 5-year-old that I wanted to get to real quick because I couldn't believe it. It's amazing. So could you hit us with that real quick?
Oh, yeah, dude. This guy, I'm sure anyone listening has heard about this. So this story just keeps getting bigger and bigger and more unbelievable to me. Basically, this 5-year-old, okay, he wanted a Corvette. His parents said no because
hold on, Corvette or Lamborghini?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Lamborghini. Yeah. Okay. He wanted a Lamborghini. His parents said no. They left him at home with his sister. His sister fell asleep to take a nap or something. He sneaks out of the house, steals the family van, hops on the freeway. The cops pull him over. He's 5 years old on the freeway doing 30, swerving. The cops thought he was drunk. They pull him over. It's a 5-year-old. He says he's on his way to California to buy a Lamborghini. He has $3 in his wallet. All right. So the cops take him back. The story makes headlines. They're talking about, are we going to prosecute the parents for neglect? This could have ended so badly. Some local guy with a Lamborghini says, I appreciate that kid's incentive and drive. He picks them, goes to the kid's house to give him a ride in his Lamborghini and says, no, you got to reward this kid for taking the initiative. It doesn't stop there. A Lamborghini company in California finds out about it, flies the kid and his family out to drive around in Lamborghinis, test drive. They get to meet Jamie Foxx, Little Pump, and Shaq. This kid gets to meet all these kids. Now, here's what I'm thinking. If this was me and I was 5, I'd be dead. This would be over. When did we become a society where you get rewarded and now they're not pressing charges on the parents? They've got like, what kind of backwards world I don't know what it is about this story that irks me. Do you guys sense anything of what I'm kind of feeling right now?
Okay, first off, I wouldn't have got to go on any adventure after taking my car because my mom would have killed my black ass. Okay, I would have been dead. You would have had to bring a Lamborghini to the funeral in all black, right?
The only car you'd be riding in is a hearse. I get what you're saying.
There's bro, but he got to meet all these different stars. He got to do all these great things. That little kid is the Forrest Gump of badass kids. Remember? Remember Forrest Gump? He got to meet the president.
I love the guy who picked him up in the Lamborghini and said you have to admire and reward his initiative. That's like going in, robbing a bank, getting caught, and some billionaire going, well, hey, the guy needed $1 million. You know, if you don't take some chances, I bailed him out of jail. I give him $1 million. You know, now he's going to start a business. We got to support these people.
Bro, do you know how many kids are seeing this story right now? And they're like, bro, if he could do it, I'm definitely stealing my parents' car.
What about you, man?
If you got a kid in the car right now listening, don't get their ass whooped. Don't.
Ken, think back. Junior's 5 years old. You got a call from the police. They found him. What were you driving back then? The Mitsubishi?
Yeah, you know I had the Mitsubishi. You know I had the Mitsubishi.
5 years old. You get a call. You're at work. He's out on the freeway in your Mitsubishi. Are you taking him out for test drives in Lamborghinis when you get home?
No. I ain't worried about it. His mama killed him. I ain't even got it. You worry about it. Like, you ain't even had to finish it to know that his mama. You know what make me mad about this whole story? It's 4 comics on this show. I bet you ain't now one of us met Jamie Foxx.
No, not ever.
We ain't even met Jamie. We got 45 years of comedy experience. Ain't never one of us met Jamie Foxx. This little badass kid steals a car and gets to meet Jamie Foxx.
You know what I just found out about Jamie Foxx today? Just read this today. You know Ed Sheeran? Is that the kid? The redheaded
red hair, yeah.
Ed Sheeran, when he first moved out here, Jamie Foxx met him at some kind of radio event or something, didn't have a place to live. So Jamie's like, come sleep on my couch. Ed Sheeran lived on Jamie Foxx's couch. I can't even get a guest spot. What the hell's going on, man?
Yeah. And I believe that. I believe that because he's such a good dude. I've never heard a bad thing about Jamie Foxx. Never heard a bad thing. But all I know is, nah, dog, Ruth and May killing me. On the dude. Bro. As soon as the cops pull up, she don't even own the rifle. She'll find one, and all you're gonna hear is and like that's it.
True story. My parents, when I was using their car before I had my own, they told me if we didn't have cell phones yet. So the only way they could assure me is being like, hey, you got to be home by 10:30. If you're not home by 10:30, we don't care what happened to you. We're reporting our car stolen. You take that how you want it. That was the only way. That was the only way to ensure it, because my dad be like, I'd like to assume my son, if everything's okay, will be home at the time I tell him. If he's not, I have to assume you're dead and my car is stolen. If I can't save you, I'm at least getting my car back.
Get your car back, man.
Damn, your parents are gangster, Mike. I take all the nice things I said about him away.
Yeah, his daddy took him to Disney World for fighting. Come on, what do you think, bro?
Gangster. I got to assume my car is stolen and you're dead. Bro, that is some harsh lessons right there.
That's a harsh lesson, but good.
That's a good one, man. Hey, guys, are you going to be anywhere soon performing? I ask this every week. I know you guys are staying home, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask. You guys,
man, I've had a couple of offers of gigs, and I think I've said it before. I'm waiting until June. I'm going to feel it out, see what things are like in June, man. I'm in no rush to get out. How about you, Ken?
Same thing, man. My wife is really like, they still calling, huh? I'm saying, hey, man, I'm Ken Miller. What you want? But I'm with you, Michael. I'm gonna take my time.
All right, I'm gonna take my time unless the money's right. Thank everybody for listening to Real Laughs. We'll see you guys tomorrow.